Hello, Mr. Donald Trump. My name is David Heiner from the UK, England to be exact. This is not an attack on you personally or a political rant, so please, any of your supporters, don't have a go because this is not about politics. I have no intent of meddling in your politics. This is very much a personal message from me to you. I appreciate that you'll think that this is insignificant and of no consequence whatsoever, but actually it's meant with a very positive intent despite my underlying anger in the message. You see, an allegation has been made, and I'm prepared and open and man enough to accept that assumptions can very easily be made where no intent to offend has ever been intended. However, an allegation has been made that you deliberately, publicly, ridiculed a disabled gentleman. I appreciate he was a reporter from the NYTimes, a Serge Kovaleski, and I understand that due to certain conditions and restrictions he has, that he occasionally has his upper limbs flapping, and that might be through to something called stimming. Mr. Trump, stimming is from the word stimulation, and occasionally people with special needs and disabilities, if they get sort of emotionally charged or excited, or if they need to express themselves and if they can't verbally in that moment for whatever reason, sometimes they can stim. And stimming is basically a flapping of the upper limbs, or they may jump up and down or move nervously in their seat, and that is an emotive expression. Now, you are the only person on the planet who knows whether or not you had any genuine intent to cause offence. You are the only person. And if there was no intent intended there to offend, then Mr. Trump, please, all I beg of you is to either allow me or somebody else to just have a 30-minute conversation with you to help you understand about disabilities and special needs so that you don't make that same mistake again, because people will twist it. However, if you did and had no idea of the consequences, then Mr. Trump, as a husband to a wife with disability who occasionally has need and cause to use a wheelchair, and as a father to a son who has severe autism and who stims and flaps quite frequently in public when he's really, really happy and excited, which is both really cute and a little bit awkward at times, can I say that if there was intent there to ridicule and humiliate for your own grandstanding and gain, then, sir, my request to you is different. My request is allow me to challenge you either publicly or privately and let us have a conversation. Because, Mr. Trump, if you are standing for political office, your great nation will be perceived upon the conduct and the actions and the words of its leader. And if you go around humiliating people who are in any way disabled or in receipt of special needs, then Mr. Trump, I cannot even begin to express the anger and the wrath that you will incur from those like myself who defend these people and will stand not only up for them, but will stand behind them, pushing them forward, in front of them, dragging them towards you, and at their side carrying them towards you if we have to. You see, Mr. Trump, one thing you should never do is pick on people smaller than you. Mr. Trump, only you know your intent. I hope you can understand just how measured I am trying to be in this response, because I don't want to make the same assumptions as some people. You see, only you know your intent. So, Mr. Trump, either get in touch and allow me to have a chat with you and hopefully we can educate each other, or allow me to challenge you. Never, ever, ever underestimate the power of the little people, Mr. Trump.